She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. Oh, hi! I was just practicing some tongue twisters. You know, those short sentences that usually don't mean anything, but that are especially hard to say. Today's video is a fun one, but it will also be surprisingly helpful for improving your English pronunciation. Here's a tongue twister with the S sound and the ch sound to get us started. Stop and check to see if you've subscribed to our special channel. Now you try. If you haven't subscribed, be sure you do that. And click the bell icon if you want to know as soon as we post a new video about language learning. If you're just beginning to learn English, even the simplest sentences might feel like tongue twisters to you. And that's probably because some of the sounds you're struggling with don't even exist in your native language. So if you practice just a few specific sounds, your pronunciation will get better and better, and speaking English will get easier and easier. Another benefit of this exercise is that complicated sentences force you to slow down and really think about the sounds you're making. Actors often use tongue twisters to warm up their mouths and lips before a show so that they are sure to articulate and enunciate. Like this one. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Or this one. A proper cup of coffee from a copper coffee pot. Did you notice how my lips, tongue, and jaw moved a lot more than normal when I was saying those tongue twisters? By exaggerating certain sounds while you're learning them, you'll end up speaking more clearly. My advice is to choose your tongue twisters strategically based on your native language and the specific English sounds that you're struggling with. Today, I've chosen 5 pairs of English sounds that learners from different language backgrounds often have a hard time with. To show you what I mean, I thought it would be fun to challenge my Mosalingua colleagues to some of the toughest tongue twisters that I could come up with. Let's see if they're up to the task. First up is Lizzie, our teacher from Brazil. Native Portuguese speakers often struggle with the English H sound, since this letter is always silent in their language. The letter H is sometimes silent in English too, but usually it's pronounced with an exhaled puff of air. Listen carefully.
The hotel heirs were honored to help host happy hour.
Great job! By the way, this tongue twister isn't just for Portuguese speakers. It can also be helpful for native French, Italian, or Spanish speakers. You might have already seen some videos on our channel in English or in Spanish by our teacher Mirari. The Spanish letter V is pronounced more like a B, so native speakers often do the same thing when they speak English. Here's your very special tongue twister. Let's see what you've got.
A very violet berry blew violently off the verdant berry bush.
Very nice. That one is also helpful for practicing the non-rolled American R sound. French and Italian speakers in particular sometimes have trouble hearing and pronouncing the difference between the English sounds I and E, as in the words it and eat. I came up with this tongue twister for our Italian teacher, Mara. Ready, set, go.
Snip some sheep for knitting, slip into the creek for feet dipping.
What do you think? Pretty good if you ask me. These next 2 sounds should be pretty easy if you're a native Spanish speaker. But if you speak nearly any other European or Asian language, they will probably take some work because they're unfamiliar sounds in your native language. I'm challenging Magda, our German teacher, to this tongue twister.
They threw 3 thick thighs into the broth.
Awesome! That also makes me hungry for some chicken soup. And finally, speakers of some East Asian languages have trouble with the English L and R sounds. If that's your case, try this next tongue twister out at home. The newest member of our team, our Chinese teacher Yi, will show you how it's done.
A little critter bit a bigger critter and made the bigger critter bleed red blood.
Well done! By the way, you heard that right. The Mosalingua Mandarin app is launching very soon, so you'll be hearing more from Yi in the future. I hope you liked those tongue twisters. For more practice, or to impress your English-speaking friends, here are a few more well-known tongue twisters in English that you might have already heard. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Which wristwatches are Swiss wristwatches? Tongue twisters can be an entertaining exercise for practicing new sounds no matter what language you're learning. So have some fun with these, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. If you learned something new from this video, give it a thumbs up. Then, hit subscribe and turn on your notifications. Have a look around our channel for more hacks and tips. And if you're watching on another social media platform, like or follow our page. See you next time.